Right guys, and welcome back to the CSP. It is Thursday the 2nd of July and we are at Apiwat Central Station in our nation's capital, Bangkok. At 4:10 we are taking the 45 train down to Padang Besar. And those of you good at geography will realise that isn't in Thailand, it's in Malaysia. That's it guys, we're busting the border again and hitting Malaysia. This trip hasn't been without its obstacles. I did book the tickets a couple of months ago and it did state at the beginning that you couldn't travel with digital vouchers. You had to go to a station and pick up paper tickets before you departed. But then it gave me a download button that downloaded this voucher, and I then went on the like the chat assistant bot thing on their website and it said that was all you needed to travel. So I then messaged the company and they said no, you do need to come and get the paper tickets. So we've had a mad dash to Bangkok and across town to this ticket office to pick the tickets up this afternoon. We've then had to get a grab taxi over to the station, ready to board the train to get down to Padang Besar. I've since found out that there's two stations at Padang Besar, one on the Thai side and one on the Malaysia side, and I've got to be careful not to get off on the Thailand one because I'll be Donald Duck if I do, and there won't be another one passing over the border for a while. So we have to get on the Malaysia side, Padang Besar. Also, another little bit of a curveball is I didn't realise till a couple of days ago that Malaysia is actually an hour ahead of us. So the times on the tickets, the departure time states 4:10 Thai time, Thursday the 2nd of July, and then the arrival time is 8:05 on the 3rd of July, Friday morning, but that's Thai time. And then our next train departs at 9:45 from Padang Besar to Kuala Lumpur, which is our first final destination. But what actually has happened is that time difference has made us arrive at 9:05 instead of 8:05. So what I thought was a 1 hour 45 minute window is a 45-minute window. So let's just hope there's no delays that start screwing us around when we get there, otherwise we might be waiting a while for the next train. But as I say, worst case scenarios, we'll just have to pay to get the next train down. So anyway, we've got about an hour before boarding. Scenery's going to be a bit vanilla on the way down, so I'll check in when we're settled in on our trains. Jitar's also joining us on this trip, although she has just taken her travel sick medicine this morning, and she has been a bit down tempo, so I think it may contain fentanyl or something like that. Right, love? Yeah? How you feeling?
Yeah.
You excited for the trip?
Sad a little bit.
Dun dang? No. Okay. But anyway, we're about to board in about half an hour, so I'll get on board and I'll explain a little bit more about what's going to go on once we get to Malaysia. So we've just departed, bang on 4:10 fortunately, so hopefully we won't get any delays. So we're heading to Padang Besar, where we've got, it's debatable whether we've got a 1 hour 45 minute window or just a 45 minute window to get our next train, which is going to Kuala Lumpur. We then have 2 nights in Kuala Lumpur, and then we are going to board a bus up to Butterworth and get a ferry over to Penang, where we have 3 nights. Once that's over and done with, we'll be flying back to Dom Mueng rather than getting the train back, because it's a bit long-winded and Guitar can't have any more days days off work because she's maxed them out. So lots of fun stuff planned. KL first for 2 days. We've got a few bits and pieces lined up for that. Interesting coach ride across Malaysia. Not really sure about scenery on this train because the windows are all fogged up and crap all over them, and you're going to have basically that for 14 hours, so I think it's going to look a bit vanilla for a while. So I'll check back in when we're getting ready to go to sleep. I've got to get an eSIM sorted out and stuff like that for when we arrive. So I'll wait until they come and get the beds ready, like, and I'll check in another couple of hours. From what I've seen before, these seats fold down into a bed and form a lower bunk, and then that thing up there folds down and forms an upper bunk. You get there via that ladder. So I think I'm probably going to be better on this lower bunk if she can get on the ladder up there, but it's just hard to picture, isn't it, until he comes and makes it up. Apparently they come and sort it out, they give you bedding and pillows and stuff, so it'll be interesting to see how comfortable it is and whether we can sleep at all. I'm not even sure if you can make me out in this light, but he's been round and made the beds up now, and we're all tucked in. Despite it being myriads of rice fields and sleepy little towns, it has actually gone dark now, so there's not a lot to see outside. So I've got to go and sort myself an eSIM out from when we get to Malaysia, but I think that's probably going to have to be it for today. I'm going to knock off, wake up quite early, see what the scenery's like then, and see how we're doing for time, what with catching this next train, because that's going to be the next tense section of the journey. So I'll bid you good night, and we'll see you around 5-6 a.m. tomorrow morning. That morning has broken. It's just gone 6:30 a.m. and I think we're about an hour from the Malaysian border now. So we'll arrive in the second Padang Besar station, and then we've got to go through passport control on the Thai side and then the Malaysian side, get stamped out and then back in again. And then hopefully we should have a little bit of a window to get this next train to Kuala Lumpur if all goes okay. So the next clip will be me either sat on another train looking quite relieved, or sat at a platform looking annoyed and stressed. Let's see what happens.